Controversy arises as China's various regions face criticism for encouraging women aged 49 to give birth. Xi Jinping's National Master warns youth unemployment could lead to a political crisis. Hong Kong authorities vow to pursue pro-democracy activists for life. 415 million people worldwide have withdrawn from organizations affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party. It's all covered in today's China Truths. Controversy arises as China's various regions face criticism for encouraging women aged 49 to give birth. After 3 years of the pandemic, China is facing a sharp decline in its population, prompting various regions to employ extreme measures to boost birth rates. In one instance, Shenzhen is encouraging women under the age of 49 to have more children, while in Chengdu, a community is providing free fertility drugs to women of childbearing age, including those as young as 15. These reports have sparked heated discussions among netizens. Recently, there has been an online circulation of a notification allegedly issued by the Liantong Street office in the Luohu district of Shenzhen. The notification states that, in order to enhance the promotion of childbirth and assist more individuals of childbearing age in improving their reproductive capabilities, the street office has invited the Reproductive Medicine Department of the Luohu District People's Hospital Group to conduct a thematic campaign on scientific assistance for pregnancy and eugenics. The campaign primarily focuses on organizing lectures on eugenics and reproductive health for individuals of childbearing age who express a willingness to have children. The recruitment for this thematic campaign is limited to individuals below the age of 49 who have the desire to conceive again. On June 27, a prominent mainland news agency contacted an employee of the Liantong Street office in the Luohu district. The employee confirmed the authenticity of the announcement, stating that it was indeed issued by the neighborhood office where she resides. The employee disclosed that the planned promotional activities on the aforementioned theme did not ultimately take place, stating, "The district health department canceled them, and I don't know the reason." Regarding the possibility of the future organization of such activities, she said, "It depends." This incident has sparked lively debates among netizens. A netizen from Beijing remarked, "A person who is now 49 years old was born in 1974. When they were at the age of childbearing, the laws were extremely stringent in preventing them from having more children. But when they are nearing 50 years old, they are being encouraged to have children. Is this how we treat human beings?" A netizen from Jiangsu province shared, "I am 77 years old. We both love children. In the past, when we wanted to have a child, we had to resort to various methods, including, but not limited to, facing job termination. Later, when the policies were relaxed, we could have a second child. By then, we were already in our 40s. Some netizens also expressed their concerns, stating, "It is very dangerous for older women to give birth. One life may be exchanged for another, and it could result in a loss of pension benefits, while also adding another pig waiting to be fattened up for slaughter. This calculation is truly terrible." Recently, the topic of a community in Sichuan claims that 15-year-old girls of childbearing age can receive folic acid briefly trended on Weibo, a popular social media platform. On June 25, the Yangping community under the jurisdiction of Chengdu City issued a notice stating that they would conduct a comprehensive survey of women of childbearing age, 15 to 49 years old in the community. They requested that women of childbearing age who have the desire to conceive register with the community by phone and could receive free folic acid, a medication for preconception, from designated clinics. Local community staff members confirmed to Cover News that the notification was indeed recently drafted and shared in the community residents group. The staff member argued that the term 15-year-old women of childbearing age is medical terminology. In response, Twitter users mocked, "Next, they'll mandate pregnancy starting at age 12. When the Communist Party planned the one-child policy, they could carry out atrocities like the 100 days of no children. In the future, there's nothing they wouldn't do to increase the birth rate." On February 17, the mainland think tank UA Population Research issued a report warning that various measures to stimulate childbirth have little effect on China's declining birth rate. There is no doubt that China will become one of the most severely aged and population-shrinking countries in the next few decades. Xi Jinping's National Master warns youth unemployment could lead to political crisis. China's economy is experiencing a rapid downturn, and the youth unemployment rate has reached new highs. Lu Yuanchun, a renowned economist and former national teacher who once taught Chinese Communist Party leaders, has recently issued a warning in an economic analysis report. He cautioned that if the issue of youth unemployment in China is mishandled, it could potentially become a catalyst for political problems. At the end of June this year, the China Macro Forum, CMF, released the China Macroeconomic Analysis and Forecast Report, mid-2023. This report, consisting of 110 pages, was written by 3 authors, including Lu Yuanchun, the president of the Shanghai University of Finance and Economics and co-founder of the China Macro Forum. The report indicates that the current stage is both a period of recovery and growth for China's economy, as well as a period where various potential risks and contradictions are becoming evident. The challenges and difficulties in the economic recovery are concentrated in what is referred to as the 20%. According to a survey on the youth population, the unemployment rate has exceeded 20%, industrial enterprise profits have declined by 20% compared to the previous year, local land transfer revenues have dropped by 20%, real estate construction area has seen a 20% decrease compared to the previous year, and the gap in consumer confidence index has reached 20%. These figures indicate that the pressures in the related sectors have surpassed their self-recovery capabilities. The report states that the youth unemployment rate will continue to rise for a period of time. Considering that the number of university graduates in 2023 has exceeded 11 million, the issue of youth unemployment will become even more severe in the third quarter. In April this year, the survey on the youth population revealed that the unemployment rate has exceeded 20%. Despite the economic recovery, the unemployment rate among the youth has continued to rise. In May, the unemployment rate among the 16 to 24 age group reached 20.8%, marking a 5-month consecutive increase and reaching the highest level on record. With the entry of recent graduates into the labor market in July, the peak period of the youth unemployment rate is expected to reach a new high, bringing forth a new wave of impact. The report bluntly points out, the youth unemployment problem may persist for the next decade and intensify in the short term. Mishandling this issue could trigger other social problems beyond the economic realm, and even become a catalyst for political issues. The report states that the most prominent issues currently are the unabated employment pressure, with the youth unemployment rate continuously reaching high levels. Insufficient consumer and entrepreneurial confidence is constraining the potential for consumption growth, industrial expansion, and private investment vitality. The high-tech industry is experiencing a sharp decline in growth, entering a low-growth state for the first time in nearly 20 years. The report states that the 5-20% phenomena fully illustrate the significant challenges faced in transitioning from recovery-oriented growth to expansion-oriented growth in the second half of the year. With relatively insufficient total demand and lower expectations in various aspects, various contradictions have begun to be fully exposed, and vicious cycles in specific areas are repeatedly impacting, requiring comprehensive consideration for prompt breakthroughs. The China Macroeconomy Forum, established by Renmin University of China in 2006, is regarded as one of the influential think tanks in the field of macroeconomic research in China. On April 29, 2022, Lu Yuanchun, the vice president of Renmin University of China, delivered a lecture on China's capital development issues at a collective study session of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China Central Committee. On June 1 this year, an article by Wang Mingyuan, a researcher at the Beijing Reform and Development Research Institute, was published on the mainland's WeChat public account Kaijing 11 People. It mentioned that since the outbreak of the epidemic 3 years ago, approximately 15 million vocational school and college graduates have failed to find jobs. Meanwhile, about 10% of companies have experienced employee layoffs, affecting around 25 million employees between the ages of 16 and 40. According to the research of Professor Lu Feng from Peking University, in the past 3 years, there have been at least an additional 23 million migrant workers returning to their hometowns due to unemployment. If 60% of them are young people, that would amount to approximately 14 million individuals. Therefore, since the outbreak of the epidemic, there have been approximately 54 million new unemployed young people. Hong Kong authorities vow to pursue pro-democracy activists for life. The Beijing-backed Hong Kong, HK, Chief Executive John Lee has said that the 8 pro-democracy activists who are currently being pursued by the Hong Kong police for allegedly breaking the island state's national security law should be aware they will be pursued for life. Mr. Lee, who made the remarks on July 4, expressed he was supportive of the police's actions and advised those named in the arrest warrants to surrender themselves. "I also want to tell the criminals that, well, the only way to end their destiny of being an absconder who will be pursued for life is to surrender," he said. "We'll be pursuing the absconders' criminal responsibilities for life until they surrender themselves." The 8 activists have been accused of endangering Hong Kong's national security, more specifically, the allegations of incitement to secession, subversion, incitement to subversion, and collusion with a foreign country. HK authorities have also announced they were offering $1 million, $191,078 Australian dollars, rewards for information leading to an arrest of the individuals, which is the first time a reward has been offered. Mr. Lee said that the HKA decision to pursue the activists was a signal to everybody that endangering national security is not something we will tolerate. "We'll do whatever legally to pursue the responsible person. What overseas politicians or officials say will not, in any way, change our strong belief in the need to uphold our protection of national security. I know that they have been doing things for their own political reasons, for their own political gains," he said. Mr. Lee also indicated that Hong Kong police would employ extraterritorial powers against criminals who have contravened their country's law in this regard. The 8 activists, who include legislators Nathan Law, Ted Hui and Dennis Kwok, lawyer Kevin Yam, unionist Meng Shu Tat, and activists Fin Lau, Anna Kwok, and Elmer Ewan, now reside in the United Kingdom, the United States, and Australia. Announcing the wanted list on Monday, Steve Lee, chief superintendent of the HK National Security Police, said 260 people aged between 15 and 90 had been arrested under the national security law, with 161 individuals and 5 companies being charged, and 79 people convicted. The law has received widespread international criticism for eroding the long-running one country, two systems model that ensured the British-style rule of law over Hong Kong. 415 million people worldwide have withdrawn from organizations affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party. In recent years, the global trend of withdrawing from the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, has gained momentum, becoming an irreversible phenomenon. As of July 1, 2023, a staggering 415.33 million people worldwide have withdrawn from CCP-affiliated organizations, including the party itself, the Communist Youth League, and the Young Pioneers. This significant movement, collectively known as the Three Quits, has been spearheaded by the Global Quit CCP Service Center, headquartered in New York for the past 18 years. Recognizing the importance of raising awareness about the CCP's detrimental influence, the Global Quit CCP Service Center proposed designating July 1 as the day to quit the CCP. This date holds symbolic significance as it marks the founding day of the CCP, which has been associated with numerous hardships and suffering for the Chinese people. Some even refer to it as the Despicable Party Day or the National Mourning Day. By designating July 1 as Quit Party Day, the center aims to encourage Chinese individuals to sever their ties with the CCP and envision a future free from its oppressive grip. Participating in the Quit the CCP movement entails a public declaration of renouncing any previous affiliation with the CCP and its associated organizations. The movement gained momentum in 2004 with the publication of the Epoch Times editorial titled 9 Commentaries on the Communist Party. This influential piece shed light on the CCP's history, including its abhorrent human rights record. The movement has attracted a wide range of participants, spanning from farmers to intellectuals, teachers to retired soldiers, and human rights lawyers to plainclothes police officers. The growing number of Chinese people worldwide who have embraced the Quitting the CCP movement has set a solid foundation for promoting honesty, fairness, and compassion in their daily lives, ultimately fostering a society rooted in openness and freedom. To demonstrate solidarity with the Chinese citizens in Nassau County and surrounding areas who yearn for freedom, June 28, 2023, has been designated as Quit the CCP Movement Day. The Global Quit CCP Service Center aims to stand in support of those suffering under the CCP's oppression and those longing for a life lived in freedom. The center emphasizes that the CCP's actions go against the global trend, as its persecution extends beyond dissidents, Falun Gong practitioners, Tibetans, and Uyghurs. The party's repression and class-based targeting encompass the entire population and all walks of life. The Chinese people are increasingly aware of the CCP's nature, thanks to events like the Zero-COVID policy, which demonstrated that individuals can lose their freedom and possessions at any given moment. The awakening among the Chinese populace is spreading rapidly, with an average of 40,000 to 50,000 people signing up to quit the party, tuidang.org, daily. After almost 19 years of the Quit the CCP movement, the truth has spread widely, making it easier for Chinese individuals to embrace quitting the party. In particular, newly arrived Chinese nationals abroad readily embrace the concept of the 3 withdrawals, showing their support without hesitation. On July 1, the designated day of quitting the CCP, the Global Quit CCP Service Center organized a powerful car march, passing through 3 prominent Chinese communities in New York. The car procession carried impactful messages such as "Down with the evil ghosts of China" and "Heaven destroys the CCP." Dedicated volunteers stationed at various truth-telling spots in Chinatown, Flushing, Manhattan, and 8th Avenue, Brooklyn encouraged individuals to participate in the 3 quits and collected signatures to support ending the CCP. Notably, on that day alone, in the bustling Chinese neighborhood of Brooklyn's 8th Avenue, 201 Chinese individuals pledged to withdraw from the CCP's party. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.